Anyways, now time to talk about something that's more on the serious side. So, you guys, again, I'll refrain from using any names, but to those who have been kind of caught in this whole ordeal, you probably know who I'm talking about. But you guys may have noticed, you guys may remember the videos that I did revolving around Bob the Seether fan and the whole. I mean, there was the first video that I made on him after that whole music elitist thing went down. Then there was the follow up where I was saying people need to slow it down a bit when assuming that I completely lost respect for him. Then there was the video I made after reflecting on old experiences with Bob where I just said I don't want to be friends with him anymore. And then there was the response video to Bob where I said that I accepted his apology. Well, there was again another person who kind of got in. Well, okay, what happened with this person who, again, I'm not going to exactly name. Again, he out of nowhere, like if you saw the video, I've been feeling really distant to my older friends, or that's not the exact title, but you could probably go look it up if you want to. But what that video was about someone who, at that point, I considered a good friend, just out of the blues, stating that they didn't want to be friends with me anymore, and then say that an apology video that I made back in late August or September wasn't very genuine. Again, out of complete random, and he basically, in my opinion, the way that I viewed it, it was basically just a fuck you. You weren't fucking squeaky clean throughout all these past couple of months. I don't want to be friends with you anymore. And he just basically just threw a friendship over nothing, which I feel like, okay, I don't feel like I would have had the same reaction that I did if he had just stated, hey, I don't really think this is working out. I don't really want to be friends anymore. Like, I still would have been a little bit upset, but I wouldn't have felt hurt by it. But yeah, then some stuff happened with this guy and Bub the Seether fan. And basically, what ended up happening was I think he was on I think it was on a messenger group chat or something. And then I think Bob accidentally said something that he didn't mean to, and then this person kicked him out of that person's group chat without even asking the person who ran it if it was okay. Apparently, it was because they weren't treating this person correct, but most people really didn't, like, and me included, we didn't really think that it was really justified, or it was kind of basically a full of shit decision. And recently, this person did something that, okay, this is putting me in a really kind of a morally gray position. I'm just going to be honest. This person is now running around. Well, okay, maybe not running around, but apparently they've been telling people that they feel suicidal because of this whole thing. And okay, I just got to vent this out, and I'm just going to be real here. When it comes to past situations, I've been in situations where the person, usually the one that either me or other people have relentlessly criticized before, when they're in a position like kind of the one that they've been in where they're usually the one in the wrong, 9 times out of 10 it usually ends up resulting in them claiming that they're suicidal. And here's where I feel partially like shit, or half of me feels like shit for continuing the criticism and saying I'm still not forgiving you, or you're still in the wrong, or something like that. And where the skeptical side of me comes in, okay, here's why part of it makes me feel like shit. It feels like if I do call them out still after they claim that they're suicidal, it gives me, again, this really nasty feeling inside, because I feel like a part of them is being genuine and they are going through suicidal thoughts, but at the same time, when these people do claim that they are suicidal after the situations involving them, in my opinion, it gives me the vibe of abusive partners in a way, because it's kind of it's pretty freaking similar to how abusive partners use suicide or use mental illness to make a person stay with them. Because usually in those situations, what the abusive partner usually does, they try to claim, or they say some stuff along the lines of, you're the reason you're the only reason why I'm living, or I'm going to kill myself if you don't stay with me, or I will kill myself if you don't stay with me, or something along those lines. That is why usually I feel very skeptical when people do claim that they are suicidal, well, mainly people that are being criticized. It just feels like they're trying to use the abusive partner tactic, and again, part of me feels really nasty about doing it still because it does feel okay. I also do feel like they're trying to give the impression that anyone that is skeptical about them, quote, being suicidal is just being a sociopathic jerkbag or something like that, or they're just being a narcissistic prick or something like that. Although, again, I feel like there is some decent evidence to this person's case and other people that, given the circumstance that they're in, when they're usually just being criticized, not even being relentlessly harassed or anything, when they start saying things like, I'm feeling suicidal, and for me at least, I do feel inherently skeptical about whenever they do it. Okay, I'm trying to explain this, but bottom line, usually when people that have really brought the repercussions of their actions on themselves start claiming that they're suicidal, in my opinion, it feels like a kind of get out of jail free card in a way. To basically, okay, it's not outwardly saying I will kill you if you don't forgive me or something like that, or I will kill myself if you don't forgive me, but again, it really does fuck over my mind a lot thinking about this stuff because again, part of me again does feel like shit when this happens, although at the same time it feels okay. Okay, I don't know how to quite end this.